Welcome everybody, I'm Scuba Winters, and today we are here with the patch notes for patch 7.45 for Final Fantasy XIV Into the Mist. So with this patch, this isn't a big main patch like normal. This is the half patch where we get the new variant dungeon and Hildebrand. That's pretty much the main meat and potatoes in this patch, with a few class adjustments and a few small things, but it's mainly this variant dungeon. So to do this, you do not have to finish Dawn Trail. You can get it. You do need to finish Endwalker, and I've also spoken to an NPC in Old Charlian. So we're going to go to Old Charlian if you need to unlock it. You'll have another quest once you're done with the variant dungeon to do. I think this is to clear the stage 12 ending, or the 12th, like the true ending of the variant dungeon. And we got Hildebrand. It's going to be in Solution 9. You must have also finished the previous Hildebrand. Gonna new game plus to the Merchant's Tale. That'll unlock once you're done with it. New housing items, most likely from the Merchant's Tale. This, I would assume, would come from the Criterion. This stuff probably from the variant normal versions. Following names have been changed on the orchestration roll. So, Civilization Pulse Volume 2 to just Pulse 2. And the other one getting changed to Pulse Version 1, Version 2 to Pulse 2. Honestly, I don't like this change. That one just doesn't make much sense. Like the Volume 2, because there is two CDs to it, or 2 albums. Okay, new cards have been added. New NPC opponents for Triple Triad has been added, most likely from variant. We got new hairstyles. It's actually nice hairstyles here. We got the Lander, nice back here. We have some very happy Lalafels here. So new emote added. So we have battle adjustments. And it looks like this is gonna be it for battle adjustments. So Reaper is gonna be the only class getting any adjustments here. Reaper Void Reading. The trait Melee Mastery will now increase potency to 540 to 560. Enhanced Void Reaping will now increase from 600 to 620. Cross Reaping, the trait Melee Mastery, will now increase potency to 540 to 560. Enhanced Cross Reaping will now increase potency to 600 to 620. Grim Reaping, potency has been increased from 200 to 220. Sacrificial potency will now be increased from 600 to 700. Those some nice buffs for Reaper. And this is for normal battle adjustments, so there is PvP adjustments later on, but this is for PvE content. The sound effects and certain boss actions during Hell on Rails and Hell on Rails Extreme has been improved. We've received reports of a separate issue wherein sound effects may not play correctly under certain conditions. If you experience this issue, please try turning off enhanced audio in the Windows operating system settings. Strength of Echo gained in the AAC Cruiserweight tier Savage has been increased. The Echo is now going to be increased to 15%. Unlike other instances, the Strength of Echo will not increase in the event of all party members being incapacitated. So yeah, once it goes to 15, it just stays at 15. At least for now. Maybe? I don't know if this gets bumped up again, because it is a Savage tier. Okay, alongside variant dungeons. Okay, so we got the variant dungeon. So, like all the other variant dungeons, you start off, you take one of 3 routes, and then there's a branching path. You can do one or two things, and you go to the boss. In the middle path will lead to boss B, and bottom path will lead to boss C. What you do in branch 1 or 2 really just affects like 1 or 2 mechanics, and does give you a different ending. You get all 12 endings, and you get a mount. You get one of the mounts that they'll show off, but you can't just do the 12th ending whenever, but it's usually very cryptic, and you gotta use the hints from the other endings to figure out what you gotta do to get the secret ending. Okay, so this is the variant dungeon. It plays like all the other variant dungeons. We have Merchant's Tale Advance. So this one, you start off, I don't believe any trash pulls or anything. You can just go to boss A, or you can start with boss C, or you can do boss B, and just do bosses in whatever order you want. And if you beat all of them, you do get additional rewards, they said. And of course, I would assume you get rewards for each boss you kill. And then we have Criterion. Wait, what is it? Because they're calling it another Merchant's Tale. Okay, are we not calling it? Okay, then we have another Merchant's Tale, which is just boss. I said 4 bosses, but there's only 3 bosses. You don't fight the secret boss for whatever reason. Variant Dungeon Merchant Tale has been added. Okay, we literally always went in that. Okay, so you can do this because you only need Endwalker to be unlocked. You can do this as a level 90 as leveling content. So if you're under level 90, you'll be bumped up to 100. You will not gain any abilities that you need. Certain actions unlocked via quest will only be available upon requisite quest completion. So I think if you're at 90, I don't think there's any skill that requires the quest. But I guess that's saying that if you haven't done other quests before, you still got to do them to get those skills. If you're under level 100, you gain experience points. If you're at level 100, you gain tomestones. Here's the window. It's in the same window as all the other ones. You can do this content solo. There is a register for enable matchmaking duties. You have to make sure to click this button as it is off by default, so you can just do this solo. And to do this solo, you have a handful of abilities that you get 2 duty actions. For this new one, now you will have a vote to which side we get to do. So you get just surprise me of whatever, just pick whatever. You can vote for the left path, vote for the right or the middle path, or vote for the right path. And the little person here is what side the NPC that you're going to be with has chosen. And if you take that side, you do get a bit extra rewards with this. Yes, here we go. A favored route of the accompanying NPC will be marked by a special icon, and choosing this path will result in additional rewards, which is usually just little firework items, so they might do something different with this, but it's usually just 1 or 2 like extra firework items that you can find in the dungeon. So we have the same menu for the new variant dungeon. You can click on these buttons to read the journal entries, or I guess you click on these to pick which one you want, and then you click that to actually read the descriptions. And then the descriptions there will give you hints to how to get the 12th secret ending and what you have to do in the dungeon. Item exchange will be also in Old Charlotte, probably the same person that does the Alo Alo stuff. What's the Alo Alo? Yes, because these two were elsewhere. I forgot. He's in Kugane. Okay, Variant Dungeon. Merchant's Tale Advance has been added. So you have item level sync of 785. So definitely gonna have to have. You pretty much need to be. This is like a Savage tier, so you're gonna have to have Savage content. You're gonna have Savage gear to be able to get in here. There'll be time limit of 90 minutes. Oh, I'm dumb. You have to be item. You're gonna be item sync to 785. You need to be 760 or above. I should try reading better. Okay. Entering Merchant's Tale in advance. Yeah, so you have the Variant Dungeon button here. And then you have the Advanced Criterion button there. You just click that and it switches the page to pick which things you need. It lets you go in with under... Wait. Oh, this is for the not Savage version. This is for like the mid-tier one. Okay. So yeah, because I know the Savage version, you can only do 4 people. So this is, you can enter as a pair. You can't do this solo. You do need at least 1 other person or up to 4 players. You can enter via matchmaking with this or bring your own people. You can choose, you can change your variant actions when not in battle. Okay, to allow for greater freedom of role choices, variant actions advance grant players with use of special variant actions. These actions mimic existing abilities such as Cure, Rampart. Moreover, certain abilities will also be adjusted to compensate for the disparity of strength between certain roles. It's literally just variant actions again. Okay, never mind. I thought it was something different. It just seemed weird that they're gonna literally just reiterate the same thing. Okay, so now we have the Savage version. Item level sync. You need to be 770 to get in, with item level sync of 795. So yeah, that's the Savage. I haven't done Savage this year, so I'm like, all my stuff's 780. Okay. Additional rule. Okay, resurrection restrictions. While undertaking the duty, players will be subject to a status effect that prevents resurrections by certain means. Raise effects gained from Variant Raise 2 are exempt from this restriction. Ooh, so you gotta be... Yeah, wait. Oh, I think you get Raise 2, like... Okay, yeah. Variant action preset only. Yeah, everybody gets Variant Raise, and yeah, I think you just get 1 use of it per boss fight. And I don't think it stacks. And then you trade your stuff and hold showing, the same person you get from the normal version. And that's it for the main content. Now we have PvP content, so we do have a lot of PvP adjustments. Okay. Monk, Dragon Kick, potency increase from 550 to 6,000. Twin Stakes, potency increase from 6,000 to 650. Or 650. Demolish, potency increase from 6,500 to 7,000. Leaping Oppo, potency increase from 7,000 to 8,000. Rising Raptor, potency increase from 7,500 to 8,500. Pouncing Corel, potency increase from 8,000 to 9,000. Thunderclap, recast increase. Oh wait. Recast time has been reduced from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. Rising Phoenix, charge time has been reduced from 16 seconds to 12 seconds. The additional effect grants Fire Rumination has been removed. Flint's Reply, this action has been removed. Fire's Reply. Execution no longer requires the effect Fire's Rumination. Now it's a charge timer of 16 seconds. Now it's a charge action with a maximum of 2 charges. Dragoon Chaotic Spring, potency has been increased from 8,000 to 9,000. Ninja, potency is no longer halved when executing Forked Raiju or Fleeting Raiju. Additional damage granted by Bucha will now ignore the effects of Guard when using Assassinate. Ryotan, increased movement speed has been changed from 25 to 50%. Yokomoru effect duration has been reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. With Samurai, I'm gonna take an attempt on these names here, but bear with me. Ryoku Chishu? Yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna try. The first ability. Effect duration has been increased from 2 to 3 seconds. The additional effect, increased HP recovery via healing action that has been increased by 20% has been added. Second ability, additional effect, restores own HP has been added with a cure potency of 10,000. The third ability, additional effects, restores own HP has been added with a cure potency of 10,000. With Reaper, Void Reaping potency has been increased from 10,000 to 12,000. Additional effects, absorbs 50% of damage dealt as HP has been added. Cross Reaping potency has been increased from 10,000 to 12,000. With the additional effect, absorbs 50% of damage dealt as HP has been added. Viper, Blood Coil, recast time has been reduced to 12 to 10 seconds. Machinist Drill, potency has been increased from 9,000 to 10,000. Dancer, Fan Dance, effect duration has been increased from 5 to 6 seconds. Curing Waltz, cure potency has been increased from 8,000 to 12,000. How many more costs have we? Okay, we got a few more. Black Mage, maximum HP has been increased from 54,000 to 52, or has been reduced to 54,000 to 52,500 HP. I guess they were a bit too tanky. We have Fire, potency has been increased from 6,000 to 6,750 damage. Fire 3, potency has been increased from 8,000 to 9,000. Fire 4, potency has been increased from 10,000 to 11,250. High Fire, potency has been increased from 12,000 to 3,500. Potency for enemies after the first has been increased from 8,000 to 9,000. Flare, potency has been increased from 12,000 to 13,500. Flare Star, potency or damage over time inflicted by burns has been increased from 4,000 to 5,000. Frost Star, potency has been increased from 15,000 to 20,000. For White Mage, we have Miracle of Nature. Additional effect, reduce MP by 1,000 has been removed. The additional effect, increase target's damage taken by 20% has been added. Astrologian, maximum HP has been reduced from 54,000 to 52,500. Gravity, recast time has been reduced from 20 seconds to 16 seconds. Potency has been increased from 7,500 to 8,000. Potency after executing double cast has been increased from 7,500 to 8,000. Aspected benefit, barrier absorption of nocturnal benefit has been increased from 4,000 to 6,000. Okay, Crystalline Conflict Season 18 will end. Season 19 will begin. Okay, so for Japan, you got to go to Elemental for ranked matches. North America, you got to go to Dynamis. Europe, you got to go to Light. And Oceania, you got to go to Materia. Okay, following adjustments have been made to job damage output, damage taken, and limit fill gauges. Okay, damage taken from Paladin increased from -50% to -45. Samurai, damage dealt increased from -10 to -5. Dancer, limit gauge fill rate increased from +15 seconds to +30 seconds. Red Mage, damage taken reduced from -38 to -45%. Okay, yeah, so this is just, and again, this is just for frontline, so Crystalline Conflict, you don't have to deal with this. Okay, new items have been added. So new gear, we have some very Middle Eastern looking garb going to be from Merchant's Tale. We got a back view. Items added in patch 7.45 will be added in a later date. So yeah, give it like a week or so and they just list the whole thing in like the full patch notes. Didn't they already go over this? Oh, I guess this is for the actual orchestration role item. And the first one was how it looks in the orchestration. Okay, so new mount. We have a genie. There's also a magic carpet, which I would assume this is probably gonna be from the Criterion version. Maybe, you know what? I don't know. It could be. Because we'll have this and the magic carpet as mount rewards. We got a new manatee minion. Looks super cute. We have a little mermaid minion here. So we have a new parasol. We have new glasses. So we got new face wear if you want a little spa face mask here. In order to reduce server congestions, we'll be implementing multiple field instances for Yoctel, the area newly added in patch 7.45. So we're gonna have, so for hunts, we're gonna get a bit more hunts in Yoctel. New achievement and titles have been added. New portrait accents have been added, mostly from Merchant's Tale. And any ranked PvP stuff. So here it is, new adventure plate. Delight emote, which we already shown. Addition to auto translation dictionary, new trophies for consoles, new music sound effects have been added. Resolved issues. Okay, issue when playing Heavyweight M4 Savage, where the player transported by battle mechanics were affected en route by the execution of Lindworm's Dark 2 at a virtual destination. Oh, at their eventual destination. Okay. An issue when playing the Tower of Babel and Lapis Manalus. With duty support, with the status effect, Willful did not function correctly when players received enough damage to be incapacitated by certain boss mechanics. Oh, so the transition happened and like you didn't get transitioned? Or you didn't get resurrected. I think this is for the like you get an extra life. An issue when participating in Oasis Mech Ops as pilot where the black loading screen would persist upon transfer to the mission site. Oof, that sucks. Well, it's fixed now, so that's good. An issue when playing Oasis Mech Ops directive collect float snow where the NPC are continued to speak after Mech Ops completion. An issue where the difficulty level of the minor stellar mission EX plus crucial initiative reduction was a nervously low? No. No, keep this. I want to keep that. Keep that easy. I never. I don't know if it's the new ones or the new 2-hour timed ones, but it's at its normal difficulty now. An issue when executing voiced emotes as female Highlander here, when the voice of a different clan would be played under certain conditions. An issue wherein certain dyes were not reflected correctly when applied to the comfy Valentone skirt. An issue when playing Lord of Minion wherein the ability of certain minions added in patch 7.41 did not perform correctly. An issue with VNC dungeon category of the let's try this again. An issue with the VC dungeon category of the Party Finder window when the order sorted entries was incorrect. Other various issues have also been addressed. Known issue. An issue when playing Variant Dungeon Merchant Tale when arriving, the idling camera occasionally causes graphics to display incorrectly. Okay, so that's it for the patch notes. So we just have merchants. I mean, like, it's pretty much Variant Dungeon. This is the content. There's also Hildebrand. So, and new PvP season if you care about PvP. Oh, we have round grapes. We have the technology now. Those graphic enhancements are really going far. But that is it for the patch notes. I've been Tsukuba Winters. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And until then, bye.